Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. When we use a GPS, we require 2 points. First point is the point of origin, and second is the point of destination, where we are and where we are to reach. In the same manner, when we think about meditation, we must know where we are, and we also must know where we have to reach. Both the things should be clear. So where are we now? So we are lost in this world. So from there we have to start. And for that we are told, first of all, our interaction with the world should be such that the world is not a problem for us and we are not a problem for the world. That is the withdrawal from the world, first step. Second thing, we are a problem to ourselves. All of us suffer maximum because of ourselves. If somebody is troubling us, we can run away somewhere. But when we are a problem to ourselves, where we will run away? Wherever we go, there we are. And therefore, it is necessary that we are no more a problem to ourselves, and for that, self-discipline is the only way. Our life is just carried away without any disciplined existence. When we sleep, when we wake up, what we eat, what we should not eat, what we read, what we should not read. We take care of everything. Our house, our clothing, our food. What we have taken care till date about our mind. How much care we take? We should not have bad food. It should be organic food. Very good. But what food we give to the mind? Our mind is given all kinds of rubbish food. Before we go to sleep, all kinds of horrible things we keep on watching. And when we go to sleep, then what will be going on in the mind? Only that. Therefore, it is necessary that we provide healthy food to the mind. See? Instead of that, we complain about the mind. Small children have questions about life. Old people have complaints about life. Because they have never taken care of their mind. Therefore, the Shaucha Santosha Tapaswadhyaya Ishvara Pranidhanani Niyamaha, we have to observe these 5 principles. The external cleanliness and inner purity of intentions. Santosha, contentment. Then tapas, ability to go through difficulties with confidence and courage without complaints. Then always observing what is the condition of our mind before we take up any job, during the execution of the job, after the job is done. What is the condition of our mind? See? Any instrument that we use, it is our responsibility to take care of it. Like we use, let us take a knife for cutting the vegetables at home. So it is our responsibility to see that the mic is properly sharpened. Exactly the same way, when we are taking care of our day-to-day life through the mind, we have to take care of our mind. We hardly have our mind. Our understanding is, if there are thoughts in the mind, we are thinkers. No. Like the difference between the forest and the garden, both the places there are trees. In forest we are afraid to go because their vegetation is wild. We don't know what plant is having what problem. You touch some plant and you get scratching. But when we go to the garden, every plant, every tree is pruned, placed at proper distance and maintained. Therefore, we are happy to go to garden. Exactly the same way. Are we happy to be with ourselves? Because our mind is like a jungle. And then we want to run away from ourselves. So what we do? Put the buds in the ear and start dishing. We can't tolerate ourselves. We get bored. We get frustrated. And then we try to find out who is responsible for my frustration. This is the quality of our life. So, unless we discipline our life, and the discipline is brought by upasana, we must have the personal gods in our life. Have a beautiful small altar. Every day spend some time, take out all the gods, give them bath, give them chandan and flowers, prepare something, chant the Lord's name, sing something. That will create a very healthy atmosphere in the mind. See, Ishvara Pranidhan. Such a person is now qualified for coming on the seat of meditation. So he for whom world is not a problem and he is not a problem, he is qualified for this third step called as asana. So when we come and sit in the asana, what is the meaning of asana? Normally we understand asana means sitting in a particular posture for a longer period of time without getting disturbed. That is not asana. According to Patanjali, asana is sthira sukham asanam. We should be steadily blissful. It doesn't matter what posture you sit. What matters is, are you at peace with yourself or not? A person who is not at peace with himself or herself cannot be at peace with the world. See, friends, sthira sukham asanam. Then we come to know or discover what is that which is disturbing me. Then we come to know we are lost in small little things. You must have read that beautiful small book. Don't sweat over small stuff. We are all miserable. Never because of something great. We are miserable over small little things. In the morning I wanted a cup of tea but nobody gave me. Miserable. I wanted to go to the restroom but somebody was not coming out. Miserable. Our miseries are also so disgusting. There is nothing great in our life. See, friends, because we are lost in small things. Take an example. In a small room, if there is, let us say, some dead animal rotting, that whole room will be smelling awful. But the whole world is rotting in the total open space. Nothing happens. In the same manner, we are lost in small little things. Me, my wife, my children, I go out of it. And this is what we do every day. When we go to sleep, we discard these barricades around us and we expand. Expansion happens not through body but through mind. And for that purpose, we are told how to deal with the mind. See, so these are the basics. So we have come out of this mess. Now the destination. The destination is, first destination is, the body identification must be dropped. See, one day I was somewhere in India and there was, do you want a fan? You can start a fan there. She is feeling suffocated. Oh, fan shuru kar do, Pandit ji. Oh, good. You can reach directly there. So, it was early morning and maybe about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and there was a huge function. And on the footpath, so many people were sleeping. Young, old, boys, girls, ladies, gents, goat, dog, then a cat, all of them were sleeping. And I was going after that puja was over with my friends. And I asked them, I said, hey, you see this thing? Yes. Say something about this. So one boy said, oh, they must be tired. Second said, poor fellow, they don't have a place to sleep. The third person said, I don't know how they can sleep over here. Everybody has got different comments. They asked me, Swamiji, what is your comment? I said, my comment is different. The man is not a man, the woman is not a woman, the child is not a child, the goat is not a goat, the dog is not a dog, the cat is not a cat. At this moment, they are nobody. How they become nobody? Only because they are no more identified with the body. Somebody is born only after body identification. See, next time you see some river flowing, and you will see if there is some rock or some pillar or some tree in the flow of river, watch there. There the water will be running opposite direction, what is called technically the ebbing of the water. Every water is going in the same flow. But one rock around there, the water runs opposite. Exactly the same way. Our life is going from womb to the tomb for all of us in one direction. But in between, we get identified with the rock of the body. And all the thinking is in relation to that body. Therefore, what we have to learn is, we have to function through the body and we must not live as the body. Now, how do we live through the body? Be attentive. We all have to play different roles in our life. Yesterday I gave you this example. I am a man and I become a son because of my father. I become a husband because of my wife. I become a father because of my son. I have not become three. I am only one. And who is miserable? This non-existing three. Then how to deal with this? There is only one way. Play your role perfectly wherever you are, and after the role is over, change your costume and come back to your normal condition. But what happens? We take that role as a reality. If we understand this basic principle, all spiritual life meditation is done. One example I'll tell you. On the stage, when the actors come and act, a boy comes, with a flower in his hand, and a girl comes and he tells her, "Darling, I love you," and he gives the flower. And she receives it. She says, "Me too," and she takes it. And after that, the curtain falls. Do you think this boy really loves her? Do you think that girl really loves her? Do you think even the flower was real? It was recyclable plastic flower. Think. Then the second scenario comes. The same boy and the same girl, they come. Now this boy has become angry. Something has gone wrong. So he comes with a gun in his hand. In America, it's famous for killing others. So the boy comes in a pistol or a gun in his hand and he shoots that girl. "You have done this thing." And she falls down. And again the curtain falls. Will anybody go and report to the 911 that on the stage one boy killed a girl? No. It was appearing but nothing was happening. Exactly the same way. We all have to play different roles. Play your role perfectly well, you are in meditation. Meditation is not suffering silently, collectively. That is not meditation. Most of the people get lost in meditation in that only. They'll be sitting quiet and then the teacher will tell, "Do this, do that," and close your eyes and switch off all the lights and now meditate. And what is meditation? Collective silent suffering. That is not meditation. We have to live 24/7 in meditation. And the foundation is this. Whatever role we have to play, play your role perfectly well. And while playing the role, the actor remembers he is basically an actor, a man. He has neither love for that girl nor has he killed her. See, friends. And for that, we have to prepare ourselves. What it is like being other than the body. I am not asking you to sit down and quiet. No. Simply we have to learn what it is like being other than the body. Now start working on it. Simply no thoughts is not enough. See, for example, I am not this mic. Then if something is hanging on the mic, it is not hanging on me. So the attributes of the mic do not touch me. Now apply this philosophy, this principle. If I have to be someone other than the body, what exactly it means? Now start thinking. We all are so proud of whatever we are, but if we simply think properly, all our pride will be punctured and we will become flat. With the body, we move in this world so arrogantly. But is this body created by us? Our body is not created by us. It's created by the parents. So who has the right on this body? Parents first. But we take ourselves to be the body. See? Second thing. Body is born. We have no experience of birth. Body grows. We don't have the experience that we are growing. Body dies. We don't have the experience of death. And yet, we keep on worried about the same thing. Oh, what will happen after I die? Nothing has happened when you are alive. What can happen after you die? But whole life goes only on that body, 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 body. So if we are practicing meditation in our life, the first thing that should happen, freedom from fear of death. Friends, we are never miserable because of death. We are all miserable because of fear of death. And this fear we have to take care of. This fear is killing us every moment. I am afraid I can reach there or not. I am afraid somebody will come to pick me up on the airport. I am afraid I get good food there. I am afraid my health is all right. Whole life is lived only in fear, fear, fear. Is that existence? See, friends. And the basic of this fear is body identification. So work on this again and again. Now next working. This waking world where we are living comes into existence only after body identification. One day, one small little sweet girl, maybe about 7-8 years, came and asked me a question. I was in their house for food. She asked me, Swamiji, when this world is created and where from the world begins? Such a sweet little child. I said, hey, who asked you to ask me this question? Because such a question doesn't come in the mind of a child. Oh, Mummy told me to ask you. So I told her mother, Mama, why don't you ask me directly? Swamiji, I am afraid of you. I said, look here, I am a vegetarian, not a cannibal. Why are you afraid of me? Then I told her, this world is created that moment when we are identified with the body. This is my everyday experience. You people stay in the same house, same bed. I keep on changing the places, the beds, 1,000 times in a year. Like here I came. Whenever I go to sleep in any house, I never switch off the lights. Because when I get up, we said in the bathroom, we said, no, nothing is known. Because in the deep sleep, I was nobody, I was nowhere, I was never. Time, space, object disappears. So the moment body identification takes place, then the question comes, where is the bathroom? Where is the other room? See? So when is world created? Only after body identification. Number one. Number two. Where from the world begins? The world begins from our body. World doesn't begin from anywhere else. Therefore, what is this world? The world is appearing only after body identification. Be very attentive. Anything which appears under n number of conditions is illusion. For example, mirage waters. If somebody tells you, I was coming in the evening and there was a lot of traffic jam and there was also a lot of mirage waters. What will say? Come on, don't bluff. Evening time you don't see mirage waters. Mirage waters are seen only when the sun rays hit perpendicular to the hot earth, then only the rays become refractive through the hot air and there is an appearance of the water. In the evening you never see the mirage waters. So, for the appearance of the mirage waters, some conditions are required. If those conditions are not fulfilled, it cannot appear. Exactly the same way, this waking world comes into existence only after body identification. So this worldly problem can never be solved unless we get out of body identification. See, now analyze your own experience. Body has a date of birth. Do we have the experience of birth? We don't have. We say childhood, teenage, middle age. This belongs to the body, not to us. See, old age is to the body, not to me. So when my childhood body disappeared, did I cry? Did I mourn? When the teenage body disappeared, nothing happened to me. The middle-aged body disappeared, nothing happened to me. Old age body will also disappear and nothing will happen to me. See, friends, this is meditation, living with this understanding. Then, body has a shape. If I am other than the body, what will be my experience? Formless, shapeless. Be attentive. Now start playing. Meditation, meditation. What it is like being formless. So, what is that which is known to us as formless, shapeless? The space. So we start playing now. Meditation means what? Now we play. What it is like being space. Be attentive. Mind cannot exist without sounds and shapes. Mind dissolves in consciousness if the mind is starved of shapes and sounds. Give it a try. Listen to silence. Now keep this experience with you. Second experiment. Listen to the sound that the fan is producing. Cut, cut, cut. Listen to that. Keep this experience. Now let us analyze. Sounds are many. There is a sequence established. There is a movement, one after another. Any experience which has a sequence, any experience which has a movement is samsara. Sounds are many. Absence of sound or silence is only one. Sounds are created, therefore they end. Silence is not created, therefore it doesn't end. Silence is only one. So when we make silence as the object of our knowledge, there will be no sequence formed, there will be no time created, there will be no object moving in the space, and there will be only being without becoming. Now give it a try. Next 25 seconds, listen to silence. stop. So when we become aware of the silence, even the minutest sounds become very loud. Second thing, when we are aware of the silence, our breathing becomes very slow and very shallow. And next experiment. And when you stop breathing, what they do through kumbhak. So breathe in and hold. Over. When we hold the breath, mind stops. Again, when breathing begins, movement has begun. Again, mind becomes alive. Therefore, we have to become extremely aware of this phenomena that is happening. Sound, we give importance, world is created. Silence, we give importance, world disappears temporarily. Now we go to the next step. Let there be sound or silence. It doesn't make any difference to us. So the sounds do not disturb us and the silence doesn't elate us. Because now we are neither aware of the sounds nor aware of the silence, but we are sheer awareness. Now, this awareness, we have to remain in that, in and through all the din and roar of activities of life. For example, waking experiences come, they go. When the waking experiences come, nothing is added to me. When they go away, nothing is lost. Then the dream experiences come. In the dream, there is absence of waking, presence of dream. The dream also disappears, then deep sleep comes. In deep sleep, waking and dream are absent and there is utter absence. But we are not absent. This truth, which is supporting both the presence and absence, is therefore beyond presence and absence. This is our essential nature. This is meditation. When I know that the presence or absence of my reflection in the water does not make me rich or poor. When my reflection appears in the mirror, have I become two? When the mirror is taken away, have I lost anything? Exactly the same way. When the mirror of Father is taken away, what happened to me, the Son? Nothing happened. When the mirror of wife is taken away, what happened to me, the husband? Nothing. When the mirror of the Son is taken away, what happened to me, the Father? Nothing has happened. This truth, which supports both presence and absence, and is therefore beyond presence and absence. See, friends, our worldly language has these two options, see, present and absent. Like some of you are coming every day, so I can say, hey, you were present yesterday also, today also. Some people came yesterday, but today they didn't come. So what I say, hey, that fellow was there yesterday, today he didn't come. So everything in this world is known by us by these two options. Something is not. Observe this. There is a phone on my palm. I take it out. Now what is on my palm? There is no phone. So this phone is recognized in two ways. Is and is not. Now there is a day, there is not night. See? Now this is Bethlehem, this is not New Jersey. This is 2018, this is not 1949. See, I am man, I am not woman. Everything in this world is recognized optionally. Vikalpa yukta. Now be attentive. Come to yourself. Do we have the experience that I am not? If there is no experience, I am not, is it necessary to say I am? Then who am I? I am beyond is and is not. I am beyond presence and absence. In tune with this, we have to live 24/7. Nay, we live only like this, but we are not aware of this. Be attentive. When we go to sleep, what exactly happens? First, we collect ourselves from the whole world. All the things are left. Then we come to our house. All possessions, relations, important, success, failure, outside the house. We come inside the house. Enter our room. All other rooms we give up. Then we enter our bed under the quilt. Everything is given up. That time we cease to be mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. I don't want anything now. Let me sleep. Be attentive. And last thing what happens? I want to sleep. I want to sleep. Till such time, I is there. Want is there. Sleep has not begun. ultimately even this I is dropped. Thereafter, sleep only remains. Exactly the same way. Till such time, I want to do meditation, I am a meditator, meditation will not begin. Living in meditation is freedom from I, not freedom for I. Exactly the same way. We practice this not hours together. Start initially with a small dose, 15 seconds. Remain as nobody. Nobody has no thoughts. Then, after 15 seconds, again give a little break. Chant something. Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Again stop. Again practice next 15 seconds as nobody. Again stop before some thoughts come. Again fire Lord's name. In this way, slowly, slowly, start working on your mind consciously. See? Don't fight with the mind. Chitta vritti nirodha. There should not be thoughts in the mind. I don't know what to do. Too many thoughts come. See? Our basic errors we don't correct. For example, if I go to the doctor and tell, Doctor Saab, when I keep my eyes open, I can see everything. Is it a problem or what? If you don't see, then there is a problem. If I keep my ears open, I can hear everything. It's not a problem. Similarly, if the mind thinks, why it is a problem? Thinking is not a problem. Wrong thinking is a problem. And what is the wrong thinking? I take myself to be the body. Thereafter, I take myself to be mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. And these non-existing entities, they are miserable. How can you help yourself? See, you must have seen one child, I got some WhatsApp somewhere. One child was standing in front in a room and there was his own shadow. And he was trying to hit the shadow with his own foot. He took some stick and hitting the shadow, where from it has come. And when he was running away, the shadow also running after him. And he was shouting, crying, Mom, see, somebody is coming and hitting me. To that child, what can you do? In the same manner, these all relations born after body identification, mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, where are they? They are just like our shadow. They appear, but they have no existence. See, friends. Therefore, meditation means every role that we play is played so perfectly well that there is no shortcoming in our dealing with the world. So if I am playing the role of a son then I am responsible for my mother, father. I take care of them. I do everything what is to be done as a son. Do it beautifully. But while doing all that, don't become overpowered by emotional weaknesses. After that job is over, you go away, immediately change the costume. Then you are in front of your son. So when you are in front of your son, now don't behave like as you are behaving in front of your father. No, they are behave like your father. See? Both the places will be successful. If you are in the office, a military officer, there you have to roar like a lion. Because that is your job, that is your role. Roar like that. But when you come home, don't forget that now you are not in the office. You are at home. So in the office, you roar like a lion. But when you come in front of your wife, meow, meow, be cool. Both the places, you will be successful in life. Because you are only playing the role. Be attentive. When you play a role, nobody is born. I, as an actor, playing the role of a king and acting as a king on the stage, this king is not born. Just playing a role. So it is becoming a king without being born as a king. Similarly, we all have to play different roles. And when we play the roles, the ego is not born. See, I'll give you an example to make this point. How this ego-free existence is meditation. Once I went to somebody's house for lunch. That is one of my professional requirement. I had to go. So when I went, the food was little bit late, yet to be ready. So the mother told, Swamiji, I will take another 15-20 minutes. Please don't mind. I said, no worry. Without eating, I will not go. I am very clear in my life. I have come to eat, I'll eat, then only I'll go. Then I said, never mind, I'll read newspaper. So they had a son. The son said, Swamiji, no newspaper. I said, all right. I had to take his food, how can I disobey him? He said, we'll play carom. There is one game, a flat board, and that you have to play with the dice. He was expert, and I never know that game. I said, hey, I don't want to play, I don't know. No, I'll teach you. It's very simple. So I had to sit with him. And then he was expert in taking the dice, and I am not able to do that. So I thought, I am a Swami, how can you defeat me? Then I started playing my tricks. I asked him, hey, whose picture is that? So when he looks that side, I'll take few of the dice and put in my pocket. As if nothing has happened. Once I did, twice I did. Third time I was caught. And he started crying. Mummy, Swamiji, the cheat, see, he's cheating me. I said, come on, yeah, don't cry now. Now I will not do. Promise. Again we started. Now in the second attempt, I was doing the same trick but in his favor. I'll take one or two dice, put in his things. When we were just playing like this, the mother said, Swamiji, food is ready. I said, come on, let's go now. Forget about the game. We'll go and eat food. He said, no. Now I am winning. We have to play. Now be attentive. For that child, victory and defeat was an issue. For me, it was just a time pass. Till the food is ready, I have to keep myself busy. That's all. Nothing to achieve, nothing to lose. Don't we do this? When there is some time, like you have to catch a train, and you reach there little earlier, 15 minutes earlier, then what do you do there? Nothing very serious. Because there is no doer born. Friends, action without a doer is living in meditation. Knowledge without the knower is living in meditation. Joy without an enjoyer is living in meditation. Life becomes extremely light. We carry such a huge burden on our head. Anybody carrying any burden can never laugh. There are different types of burdens. One is a physical burden, second is physiological burden, third is psychological burden. First, physical burden. If somebody is carrying a huge heavy load on the head and getting down the steps on a railway station, that time you stop that man or a boy and tell him a joke. Will he laugh? He is under such a huge burden, he can't laugh. Then the second burden, physiological burden. If somebody is having high bladder pressure and sitting in a lecture and hall is packed, nobody can move, but suddenly one person gets up and kicking everybody goes out. We start feeling, why did he get up suddenly? He did not get suddenly. He could no more bear the pressure and therefore he has to go. Physiological burden. Third is the mental burden. What is our mental burden? The total past. All the time, when we were children, it was not like that. Back home in India, it was like that. Forget about it, drop. Start living in the utter present and see the joy of life. Whenever we are happy, we are in the present. Whenever we are not happy, we are not in the present. Happiness is never in the past. Happiness is never in the future. I received a very beautiful WhatsApp today. A story written by a child who was to be admitted in a KG class. In India, in big cities, the children who have to go to KG1, KG2, they are interviewed by the principal of the school. And then they are admitted. So they face the interview right from that age. So the parents took the girl and the teacher was doing the interview. And the teacher said, "What is your name?" "My name is Sita." "Very good. What do you know? What do you want to know?" She asked the question. "Ask me anything." "Okay. Can you tell the story?" "Should I tell the red story or should I tell my own story? I can write stories also." "Really?" "Yes." "Okay, tell your story that you have written." Then she started telling the story. There was a guy, Ravana. He took Sita. And then another guy came called as the Hanuman, and he tried to help Rama to get his wife back. But he was not able to. Then he called Spider-Man. The principal said, "Where from the Spider-Man has come in Ramayana?" He said, "It is my story. Who are you to ask me? In my story, I can write anything." And then Spider-Man and Hanumanji, they went to Lanka. And thereafter, Sita was, to be brought back. And she keeps on adding the things. And when this happens, the teacher asks, "But where from you have written this story?" She said, "I can write anything I like. It is my story." And then that aeroplane came. Aeroplane landed, and then we walked. And then Sita came. She gave her home address there. "But this is your home address." "Yes, that is Sita is me." How beautiful. Everybody was laughing, giggling. What is creation? Whenever you are happy, you are in the present. It is so unfortunate to see we have got all the luxuries. We are luxuriously miserable. We have all the comforts. We are comfortably miserable. As if we have taken a vow, I am not going to laugh, may anything happen. Even if you take a screwdriver and put in the armpit, such people cannot laugh. They are only cursing the world, cursing the Lord. And then they want to learn meditation. And they go for extra courses. 1 level course meditation, 2nd level course, 3rd level course, pay $5,000, $3,000 and become more miserable and come back. See, my friends, real meditation is lead cheerfully, happily. Let us be grateful to the Lord, what He has not given us. See, but we forget all that. Our condition is like the child. What the child does, when the first time the tooth falls, the tongue of the child goes to that fallen gap between the two teeth. All the time, he will be doing like taking the tongue there. The mother will tell, "Don't do like that. The next tooth which is coming out of that, it will grow out like a pig's tooth. Don't do like that." Our condition is like that. What we have, there our tongue doesn't go. What we don't have, there our tongue goes. Friends, if we count our blessings, we will be jealous of ourselves. But we forget about it. And what we don't have, that makes us miserable. See, friends, meditation is not a torture. Meditation is this wisdom. With this wisdom we live. We will be 24/7 in meditation. And for this, be attentive. We do not require any external support. Because all the problems are of wrong thinking. Correct your thinking. Problems are not solved. Problems are dissolved. See, friends. All other things you do, you require so many supports. But here, correct your thinking. Then we come to know. Now, one question I'll ask you. You try to find out the answer. Who says this statement? I had good sleep, but in between I had bad dreams. Who can make this statement? The waker cannot make this statement because the waker was not in the dream. The waker cannot make this statement because he was not sleeping. Who makes this statement? This statement is made by the one who is in the waking but not a waker, who was in the dream but never dreamt anything, who was in the deep sleep but he was not sleeping. That is our essential nature. See, my friends, come to discover this and live through the body, live through the mind, and let only the inherent covered divinity express through us. Therefore, what is divinity? What is meditation? When the divine expresses through us, we are in meditation. When the devil expresses through us, we are in samsara. And this is the choice given to us. Exercise your freedom and select a proper choice. This is the real meaning of meditation. Otherwise, the other things you all have done. Sit in a particular posture, then do pranayama, and then do this thing, and then keep on chanting Lord's name, and blah, blah, blah. 100 times you have done that. It has not helped anywhere. Correct your thinking. Find out who is disturbed, who is miserable. Can the body be me? In this manner, we will start living through the body, but no more as the body. We will start living through the mind, but no more as the mind. This divine principle is waiting for expression. Like many times we phone somebody and we get a answer. The customer that you are calling is busy talking to someone or is out of reach. In the same manner, the inner voice, the divine, is constantly calling us. But that inner voice, the divine, gets a reply. The customer that you are calling is busy in the outer world. He is busy somewhere else. Or it is switched off and the divine suffocates inside. Let him express and discover fulfillment in life. That is the meaning of real meditation. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.